Hello my friends, and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. So today is the 12th of October 2022. It is a Wednesday, the day of Mercury, the day of Gemini and Aquarius and Libra. It is the day of Raphael, Archangel, as well. It is also the day of Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. So with all of that in mind, we have a Mercury in Libra, which is opposing Jupiter retrograde in Aries. So for the third time, this transit is occurring. Same aspect on the September the 18th and September the 3rd. What were you doing around there? Look at stuff that you were doing around there to understand what was going on in your life at that time. And it might be easier for you to comprehend like what is going on by actually vocalizing your opinion and showing that it's got some kind of value in what's going on. You don't need to persuade anybody. You just have to just voice your opinion. So this is what it's about, particularly with Wednesday as well, vocalizing that, communicating that, connecting with that Vishuddha chakra. So yeah, got some good energy here. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm reading with Orion's Animal Tarot. I'll be clarifying with the Suns, with the Oracle of the Sun. Okay, right. Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? So we have the Ace of Wands. We have Judgment. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, that way. Nine of Wands. And we have the Five of Cups reversed. Okay, I hope you can see that. Yeah, you can actually see it better than I can. So, bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Wands reversed. Interesting, interesting. A choice is being made, my friends. A choice is being taken. Being made. Somebody is actually taking the action that they need to, and they are making the choice. With the Ace of Wands, there's kind of like a new sense of energy that's coming forward from this. And it seems to me that the the lack of not making the decision has put you into a space where you felt disempowered. There's been a lot of mental activity that's been happening in the respect of, torturous thoughts, a lot of drama around it. When you don't know what's going on in a situation, it just really sends your mind into a place where you're just going crazy in a way. And particularly with this Nine of Wands energy, it could be that you're like moving into quite a defensive state, which explains this Queen of Wands. The Five of Cups reversed is disappointment, but it's disappointment that's coming to an end. It's almost like you're seeing the light. You're starting to see that, particularly with the Ace of Wands. With Judgment there, I just got this really good sense of hope that somebody is going to make a decision that's really going to benefit whoever is in this party. Now, this could be a relationship. This could also be to do with work, but this also could be to do with self, where you're making a decision for yourself and you're doing something that is going to move you out of this Queen of Wands energy and away from this drama of the Ten of Swords. It's almost like there's an active decision to move out of this energy. So what's happening is now you're kind of choosing yourself. You're choosing you. Now, with the Six of Swords reversed, I am getting that now I almost said a relationship, like I am getting the fact that something is not over. There is something, there's still water that's there that needs to be crossed. There's still something, and this is probably why the defenses are quite high. But that's understandable, because there's still like this impetus to really want to sort things out, to really want to get things kind of worked through. If this is in respect to you getting a job, or for you making like movements towards something that is really going to be congruent with your heart, with your values. This is what's happening, because you're really understanding something that hasn't made you happy in the past. So you're moving beyond that. and you're understanding that you're going to have to, you know, you have been defensive about this. There has been this sense of disappointment. When you're, you know, when we're rejected or when we're let down, it can be very disappointing, and you can start to lose your verve. But what's happening here is that you're actually managing to get some, I don't know, there may be an opportunity where someone presents it to you where they're like, you know, we want you on board for this thing, and that kind of gives you like the new judgment, like the new kind of verve, the new, it makes you rise up to the occasion. We've got 2 cards which kind of symbolize this rising up of energy. Because the drama is finally over. You're starting to see the reality of the situation. With the 6 of Swords, it's like understanding that you've still got some work to do in this respect. But with the Lovers there, it really gives me the idea that you're making the choice for you. You're doing what's right for you. Strong reading, my friends, strong reading. Dear Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective today on the 12th of October 2022? 12th of October 2022, yeah. Impulsiveness. Wow, and that's Mars in Aries. Okay, we've just come out of an Aries full moon. Okay, right. Bottom of the deck was Revenge reversed. So it's almost like, I just get the sense that you want to do the right thing. You want to do the good thing. You want to do the good thing with yourself. You want to do the good thing by other people. You just want to do the right thing for everybody involved. And sometimes that involves you just making a decision and you just being right. There it is. I'm choosing this and I'm going to go for this. And that's what I'm doing, you know. And I feel that that's definitely what's going on here. Let me just see how long have we got. I mean, the message is really clear here. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that's coming up from this reading. You know, I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, there was a need to control a situation. Something that you may not have been able to control. Something that disappointed you. Something that you're like, oh my God, I really wanted that outcome. And it didn't happen. But it seems like there is another opportunity, particularly with these 3 cards. There's another opportunity that presents itself that tells you it's not over. It's not over, but in a good way, like in a way that's going to like help you alleviate this kind of like stress. The swords are falling out. You know, you're going to be able to spread yourself like again, like you used to. You're going to be able to rise from this situation. You're going to be able to see where your defenses were. You're going to be able to see that you were trying to control this situation. You were trying to manipulate a situation. You were trying to maybe push your expectations onto a situation. And now you're like, actually, I can't be like that. Because if I'm like that, then, you know, it's just going to cause the wrong things to happen. And it's almost like the situation gets taken out of your hands, particularly with these 2 here. It tells me that it gets taken out of your hands. Something like, it's almost like in that song Ironic by Alanis Morissette, that, you know, ironic when you know you're looking for something so hard and then the opposite happens, and then that kind of like humbles you and puts you back into a position where you're like, actually, you know what, I don't really have control. The only thing that I have control over is about how I react to the situation. And that's the main thing. It's about how you react to a situation rather than about how you it's about how you react. So you can choose on your reaction. You can choose on how this situation is going to affect you. You can absolutely choose. Now, with the Queen of Wands energy there, I'm feeling like there's an almost really super fast reaction, particularly with the 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Swords. There's a sense where it may go into the dramatic very, very quickly. But I almost feel that with these 3 here, it's almost like it's like, you know what? I know that I react in this way. I know that this is how things work out. This is how I do. This is how I go in this situation. So now I've got to take a step back. I've got to like just be a bit calmer. I'm out of breath. I'm actually like super out of breath. My mouth is dry, like super dry. I have just eaten as well, something quite salty, but it's that sense of like, you know, like breathlessness, lack of moisture. Like the only cups we've got here is the 5 of Cups. We haven't got any pentacles here. So there's a need to root, to ground, to put something into reality. A really good exercise that I use to ground oneself into reality is to start to look at my hand and start to describe things that are happening in my hand when I find things that are like racing all over the place, or I focus on something tangible in front of me. So for example, I'll like start to describe what's in front of me. So this, I can see this kind of salmon color. We've got the Mars symbol here, it's in a box, you know, and then I've also got here the Aries symbol, and it's a box. You know, you've got this guy on a horse that's like charging in a way, and it's similar to like the Knight of Wands energy, also the Knight of Swords energy. So there's that like kind of go for it. You've also got the horseshoe, so it's almost like this sense of, you know, you don't think that if you don't take action, you think that if you don't take action, you won't capitalize on luck. And to a certain extent, there is this aspect that's happening, but it's almost like the universe is doing it for you. Like you don't have to work so hard in order to make this opportunity happen. So that's kind of what I'm getting from today. So I think just breathing, coming back to self, kind of grounding, rooting is going to be really good for you to be able to communicate what it is exactly that you want to do, rather than going in with an impulse of like, say, for example, with the transits that are going on today, like for you to communicate something maybe in a way from that you still feel like that you're affected by what has happened. Maybe for you to come from an objective point of view, something that doesn't involve your emotions, so that you can just be really clear-headed about what you're doing. But I see that with the Lovers. I see that there's going to be a clear-cut decision that's really going to help you to move in a way. So that's what I've got for you, my friends. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like this reading. Please do subscribe for more videos. But otherwise, my darlings, thank you so much for all of the people who decide to like and comment. I really, really appreciate you. You're the best. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, my darlings. You take care. Bye.